श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवं बादरायणम् पुत्रं भाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। कारस्त्वन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अंधकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। शांति शांति शांति। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् मां ब्रह्म निराकुर्यात् मां ब्रह्म निराकरोत् निराकरणमस्तु निराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। केनेषितं पतति प्रेषितं मनः केन प्राणः प्रथम प्रेति तः केनेषिताम् वाचमिमां वदन्ति चक्षुश्रोत्रम् कौ देवो युनक्ति श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रम् मनसो मनो यत् वाचं वाचं सौ प्राणस्य प्राणः चक्षुषः चक्षुः अतिमुच्यते अस्मात् लोकात् प्रेत्य अस्मात् लोकात् अमृता भवन्ति न तत्र चक्षुर्गच्छति न वाक् गच्छति नो मनः न विद्मः न विजानीमः यथा एतदनुशिष्यात् एतद् अनुशिष्यात् अन्यत् एव तद्विदितात् अथो अविदितात् अधि इति शुश्रुव पूर्वेषाम् येनः तद्व्याजचक्षिरे यद्वाचा अन्नभ्युदितम् येन वाक् अभ्युद्यते तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदमुपासते यन्मनसा न मन्ते येन आहुर्मनुमतं तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदमुपासते यच्चक्षुषा न पश्यति येन चक्षुंषि पश्यति तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदम् उपास्यते अन्यत् एव तद्विदितात् अथ अविदितात् अधि. We have seen the definition of consciousness, Atma or Brahma. This consciousness and Atma is Viditat Anyat, it is different from all the known things. And this consciousness is different from even Aviditat means Maya. So whenever say whole Jagat is nothing but known means whole universe plus Maya. So when we say the consciousness is beyond, means it's different from known thing, and this consciousness is different from Maya, then only one thing is left out, and this is called mere consciousness. This name may be Brahman. This name we can give as a consciousness, Chaitanya Tattva, even Atma. All are the synonyms. And this teacher has said to their students, Iti Shushrama. So what definition we have given to you that I have heard from whom? Ye Purvesha, from our precedents. one who has gone through. These people, Naha means to us, Tat means that consciousness, Vyaj Chakshire, it expounds. This is the meaning we have seen. And Yat Vacha Anabhyudidam, Yena Vak Abhyudate, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, Nedam Yadidam Upasat. That portion we have seen. So yesterday what we have seen, the definition of Upadhi. Upadhi means Upa, there is a one word. The meaning of Upa means Samika, to go near. And Adi means Diyate, Adiyate, Diyate, Swasya Rupa. So given one's own form to given to someone else, it is called Upadhi. Like crystal is transparent, but redness of crystal, we can say it is the Upadhi of the crystal. So Upadhi means which is not real nature, but it is just come out from somewhere else. It is called Upadhi. Same way we have seen the consciousness Brahman is all pervading. It is the only conscious principle. And with the help of Maya, this consciousness Brahman has created whole Jagat. So the Maya plus consciousness is called Ishvara, and with the help of Maya, Bhagavan has created whole Jagat, his whole universe. And with universe, Bhagavan has created subtle body also, Sukshma Sharira also. And the nature of subtle body we have seen is like that. So consciousness can be reflected on subtle body. So when the reflection of consciousness on subtle body, then subtle body, each and every subtle body is though live. They become as though it is not real, but it becomes as though live. And this as though live subtle body, being consciousness is there, starts thinking, I am consciousness. But what is my boundary? So my boundary is up to the subtle body level or this gross body level. This is me. This thinking is called jiva. So what is the jiva? A consciousness which is available in subtle body and gross body starts thinking and tell to everyone, you know, I'm conscious, I am a conscious, but how much conscious I am about to my body. This is called ignorance, and this is another thing. Subtle body and even gross body are the upadhis of consciousness. These bodies are upadhi of consciousness, and because of the subtle bodies are inert, and consciousness is only one, all pervading. So all subtle body becomes as though live. Each and every subtle body says, I am, I am, I am. And this I am, how I am, up to that subtle body level or gross level. And that's why having got subtle body, each and every subtle body thinks, I am consciousness. Everybody, if anybody asks, are you alive or inert? What is the answer? I am alive. But how much alive? So this is me. So whole body is me. This thinking is called ignorance. So I am conscious, but how conscious I am? The boundary of gross body is only me. This thinking is called ignorance and agnan. And when jiva, by japa, by puja, even by karma yoga, by living a life of karma yoga, if jiva has purified mind, if mind becomes purified, then only this Upadesha is given, Tadeva Brahma Samviddhi. You are that Brahman. The Pujya Swamiji used to tell, like E is equal to mc square is the equation of whom? Einstein has given the one equation E is equal to mc square. Same way, I have given one small equation when we are very young. At that time, our maths teacher may give this equation 40 multiplied by 2 is equal to 55 plus 25. It's the equation. So both side is equal. We have to prove. This is called the definition of equation. Same way in Vedanta, in Upanishad, there is one equation. And generally, equation is not like that. If 5 is equal to 5. We can't say 5 is equal. It is very easy. Equation is both sides. Again, here I can say left hand side and right hand side. It is a not, it seems it is a not equal both sides, but still it is a equal and we have to prove this is called equation. So for us, when we are in second standard, first standard, so this equation consider is very tough. So we don't know what is the 40 multiplied 2, then we have to do. Then we come to one point, is 80. Then again we have to do 55 plus 25. If we are correct, then we say it is 80. So both sides is 80 is equal to 80. This is, we have proven this equation. Same way Vedanta has given one more equation. And what is the name of equation? So Ishvaraha is equal to Jiva. The equation, Tvameva Brahma, Tadeva Brahma Tvam Vetti. It is the equation only. Equation means Ishvaraha is equal to Jiva. There is no match between we and Ishvara. But if still Upanishad keep on telling you and Ishvara are both one and same, then like a child, they gone through their own multiplication and everything. Same way we have to find out, really speaking, what is Ishvara and really speaking, what is Jiva. So when we come to some end, but some conclusion, at that time we can prove it. Both sides is nothing but consciousness only. So consciousness is equal to consciousness. So that's why I have proven this equation. So in one side, I have written left hand side Ishvara. Again, right hand side we are, our slot. Then who is Ishvara? So we keep on telling Ishvara is nothing but consciousness plus Maya is equal to Ishvara. This is Chaitanya Tattva is Nirguna. But when you would like to create whole world, so Nirguna Brahman has its own power. This power is called Maya. So with the help of Maya, this Ishvara has created Panchakat. So Ishvara is consciousness plus Maya. Now who we are? So Jiva, we have seen, Jiva is called consciousness plus subtle body, gross body. This is our swat. In us also, there is a consciousness is sitting. Without consciousness, we cannot survive. So we are the sum of subtle body, gross body, and a plus consciousness. And every time we know Ishvara is omnipotent, omniscient in all action. Omniscient Sarvagya. It is called Sarvagya. Ishvara, omniscient, is called Sarvagya. Omniscient is all power, means Sarva Shaktiman. And Sarva Kriyashil, he knows all action. While our slot, we are Alpakya. Our knowledge is very less compared to Ishvara. We never match with Ishvara. Alpagna, little power. We can power on whom? Some small creatures. Our power is not much, and we can perform also action very limited. So being omniscient, Bhagavan has power this Shakti to create the world, to sustain the world, and to withdraw the world. This is the power of Ishvara in all action. Means in this world having created, there are many things are needed, like law of gravitation, photosynthesis. There are many laws. Who is created? So this all action also created by Ishvara. The same way, we are Alpagna. So we becomes BA, BCom, BSc, something. No? If we are BSc, we cannot become BA. If we are BCom, we cannot become even BA. If we are BPharm, then we cannot become BE. So our knowledge is very little. Even Pujya Swamiji used to say, before 40 years, only ophthalmologists were there. Now, this ophthalmologists have to do our cataract also. Everything is taken by ophthalmologists. Now, if some problem is retina, ophthalmologists say you have to go retinologist. If some problem in ear, what we call is a first layer, what we call in the eye, cornea problem, there is a corneologist. So each and every, even in eye, there are different doctors. So being ophthalmologist doesn't know what is retina. So the minute of retina. So more and more we study, more and more we know. Our knowledge is very limited. So that's why we all are called Alpagna. Ishwar Alpagna means Alpajanati. This is called Alpagna. Bhagwan has power to create whole Jagat, sustain whole Jagat, and even withdraw. And our power is we have to do our, one house. We know how much trouble to to have some architect, this blueprint, then we have to build. It is for one house also. We know how much it is a trouble, and even if it goes away, we are in problem. Some earthquake comes, and suppose this house goes away, then how much we are in trouble. In Bhagwan also knows the withdrawal of our whole Jagat again goes back to Ishvara. And we know our actions are how much limited. Even we can walk for even 10 miles, 20 miles, but still our body is limited. Our actions are limited. So both angle, Ishvara is mighty. He is a mighty, and we are very small. But another thing, whole world is a upadhi of consciousness. Whole Jagat, whole universe is a upadhi of this consciousness. While subtle body and gross body are also upadhi of consciousness. Because we have studied this subtle body and gross body are also upadhi of consciousness. We know upadhi is not real. So we know this redness of color of this crystal is not real. Same way, whole Jagat is a upadhi of Ishvara, then upadhi is not real, which is not real is called mithya. So mithya's always definition is which is dependent on someone else. Dependent on someone else, adhar ananyatva. Dependent on, I cannot read again, dependent on something. If I say redness of this crystal is real or not, even immediately if I take this color, crystal remain crystal. Whole Jagat is a upadhi of Ishwara. Even we take whole Jagat from Ishwara, Ishwara will remain. It doesn't, nothing will touch to Ishwara. So Bhagwan has created whole Jagat. So Jagat is the upadhi of Ishwara. Like if we keep this red color, the crystal looks red. This redness is the color of this crystal. And if we take out this, still crystal remain as it is. Nothing will happen. Same way, whole Jagat is dependent on Ishvara. Whole Jagat is dependent on Ishvara. If Ishvara says now, I have played, I don't want to create more Jagat, I'm withdrawing. No Jagat will remain. Because this easiness of Jagat is given by Ishvara. So this Upadhi is not real. Same way, this subtle body and gross body is Upadhi of one particular Jiva, is also not real. We think is a real, but it is not real. So it is called Mithya. So this Upadhi means this subtle body, gross body are also dependent on consciousness for its existence. Same way, whole Jagat is also dependent on Ishvara for its own existence. If Bhagavan says, I withdraw my existence, no Jagat. That's why it's called Mithya. That's why Bhagavan has as though taken the Upadhi of Jagat. And whenever it is a Upadhi is never real. Same with this Upadhi, which Mithya and Maya is not same. Even Maya is Mithya. So the definition of Mithya is which is dependent on someone else is called Mithya. The definition of Mithya is, if I can able, but I cannot, dependent. No, no, because of this is called Karya Karana Samghat. Subtle body doesn't have access with this universe. But Bhagavan has subtle body is called traveling from one body to. But how can we know there is subtle body? Without gross body, there is a no subtle. We cannot identify subtle. Jiva is equal to. So whenever we say I am Jiva, suppose can subtle body can tell anyone I am Jiva? No, subtle is subtle. To say also I am Jiva, we need gross body. So here Ishvara is Maya and Prakriti both are one and same. No, Prakriti, Maya, Avidya, Ajnana, one I have given whole list. All are the synonyms of Maya. So in Sankhya they say Prakriti. So this is Prakriti, even Maya, even Avyakta, all are the synonyms of Maya only. So whenever we say Prakriti, Prakriti is also Maya. Whenever Bhagavan says my Prakriti, the meaning is my Maya. So only Bhagavan sometimes say Maya, sometimes say Prakriti. Whenever Prakriti comes, is a Jada, is a inert, and this is the power of Ishvara. And same Ishvara has when created the subtle body doesn't have any access with this gross world. So how this subtle body can have access to gross world? That's why Bhagavan has given to experience our punya and papa. Bhagavan has given this gross body. So subtle body is only cannot survive. It needs gross body. So whenever, if in Sanskritam, in Shastra, they say Karya Karana Sanghata, it is our technical name. Right now, my is not working. It's called Karya. Our body is called Karya Karana. Karya Karana Sanghata. So whenever say I, to pronounce I, we need gross body. Without gross body, we cannot pronounce anything. Even though we do have all sense organs subtle, but to do have any transaction, they need gross body. So whenever I say I am. So who is I am? With gross body and subtle body. The announcement of I am comes from tongue, and tongue is gross. Even power is subtle, but this is gross. And from tongue only I am comes. So whenever we say jiva, even though jiva is subtle, but to have transaction, it needs gross body. So whenever we say jiva, jiva is equal to subtle plus gross. For transaction is gross. One prarabdha karma over, this gross body will over. Then again subtle body will take new gross. This punarapi janana, why punarapi janana? Because they are taking new and new gross body. All sthul sharira, without sthul sharira, there is a no use of subtle body. That's why sukshma sharira needs sthul sharira. That's why always Shastra says, whenever I am saying I am Jiva, to speak even Jiva, we need this body. That's why whenever Jiva is a subtle body and gross body's combination is always called Jiva. This thinking is called Jivatvam. I am this body, when Sthul Sharira. Now you know I am very sick. So sick is that this gross body, but still I am saying I am sick means I have taken this gross body as a I am. That's why this jiva always account both subtle body and gross body. We have to be careful. No subtle body without gross body cannot possible. So whenever jiva we takes subtle body and gross body and Ishvara is equal to, there are 8 synonyms of Maya. In Shastra is given Maya, Prakriti, Avyakruta, Avyakta, Agnanam, Avidya. Still 2 are missing. All are the synonyms of Maya. So there are different school of philosophy. Sometimes they say as a Prakriti. There are another Prakriti Pradhan, yeah, is a Sankhya philosophy. Purusha. Purusha, this Purusha also is used by Sankhya. Pradhana, yeah, Pradhana is for Maya. They are using Purusha Pradhana. So their Pradhan is not minister, but Pradhan is Maya. But there are not technical words. So it is. Second thing we have seen, well, Jagat is Upadhi of consciousness. And same way, this subtle body and gross body are also Upadhi of consciousness. This gross body cannot sustain Vagar consciousness. Same way, subtle body. And third, we have seen this Upadhi is Mithya because it depends on someone else for its own existence. So whole Jagat is a Mithya. Upadhi is a Jagat and Jagat is Mithya because Jagat is dependent on consciousness for its own existence. We are, we can say our dream, for our dream world, we are like a consciousness. Without us, dream world cannot possible. Our Sapna Srushti cannot possible without our mind consciousness. Same way, whole Jagat is not possible without Ishvara's consciousness. That's why whole Jagat is Mithya. Same way, this Upadhi, which is available in Jagat. If Jagat is Mithya, then this gross body and subtle body is also Mithya. And then, at the truth level, at the truth and reality level, really speaking, this everything is mithya. What remains is only consciousness. At Ishvara level also. Always we have to remember Ishvara is when Jagat is there, Ishvara's name is given to Brahman. Because to rule, to maintain this Jagat is called Ishvara. But without Jagat also, same Ishvara is called Brahman. And same way, the truth of this jiva is nothing but consciousness. So both level of consciousness is come. And again, without word, consciousness will remain. If we take whole, like I was telling, this is my head, and I am saying head plus light. If I take my head, light will remain. Then same way, whole Jagat is remain because of consciousness. Even Jagat will go, consciousness will remain. That's why without word also, the consciousness will be remain. And without word also, the consciousness of Jiva is nothing but consciousness. It also remains. And without Upadhi of the word, with the word or without word, consciousness is there. So consciousness is available with universe also, even without universe also. Same way, this subtle body are there or not there, but still consciousness is always available. That's why the truth of Ishvara is nothing but consciousness, and truth of Jiva is nothing but consciousness. So both sides, consciousness is equal to consciousness. Means Jiva is equal to Ishvara. But at what level we have to careful, not at Upadhi level, but at reality level. Upadhi level, Jiva is Jiva, Ishvara is Ishvara. We have to be careful. And one thing I have put here, what we have discussed yesterday. So for only for your, understanding, each and every Jiva has Sanchit Karma. From Sanchit Karma by Ishvara, Prarabdha Karma has been given. We have to experience Prarabdha Karma in this life. And while experiencing prarabdha karma, we are keep on doing karma. These karmas are called agami karma or kriyamana karma. We can experience this agami or something in this, but generally, after the death of this person, this agami again will join sanchit. So again sanchit, again prarabdha, again this also punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. What we have seen, at both level, at jiva level, the reality is consciousness, and even the truth of Ishvara is also reality is consciousness. But this reality is called a Paramarthik Satyam. What is? I had done something. The truth of Ishvara, the truth of Jiva is consciousness. This is called Paramarthik Satyam. This is called ultimate reality, absolute reality. After having got this knowledge, we have to live in this world only. So means in this world means this empirical reality. This Vyavaharik Satyam is our understanding. If we have to Paramarthik Satyam is Advaitam, Ekam, so there is a no duality, only one thing, consciousness. This is our understanding. But with this understanding, we have to live only in Vyavaharik Satta. Vyavaharik Satta means this is called empirical reality. We have to live here. So in this world, both even after Gnanam also, Jiva will remain Jiva and Ishvara is as a Ishvara. This Upadhi will continue. That we have to be careful. So if I have got knowledge, I am all pervading consciousness, but still it is inside this body. Still it is a Sukshma Sharira. So until Sukshma Sharira is there, it's called Jiva. Understanding is okay. After death, nothing, with no rebirth. But until this Prarabdha Karma is continued, Jiva will continue. And Ishvara will continue up to universe is there. So after Gnanam also, Jiva is Jiva, Ishvara is Ishvara. So now we can't say, oh, I'm like Ishvara. We can't say. Like I said, wave is wave, ocean is ocean. The reality of both is H2. But when wave has its own form, so it has to live in that form only. Same way, ocean is one all very big, is we can say is a Jana Rashi. So ocean is the ocean and wave is a wave. But when wave has gnana, which type of gnana? Now I am not wave, but I am H2. When this gnana will come, that this our confliction, our confusion, I will die. What will happen to me after death? This confusion will go. And when confusion will go, we won't have fear to die because we know I am not going to die. I am only H2. The form of wave will be go, not me. This is the satyam of wave, but still it remains wave. So after having Atmagnana, nothing extraordinary will happen. Only we know this body is given to me. I am not body. Even subtle body is given to me, but I am not body mind sense complex. This is called Atmagnan. But still, that Gnani Mahatma has to live in this body only. His body has its own prarabdha karma. Its body, he has to suffer everything. But this Gnani knows this body is suffering, not me. This only change in only perception. Change is only in thinking, nothing extraordinary. That we have to be remember. So in empirical, we have to live in empirical reality only. Vyavharik Satya. But by understanding all our, this thinking contention, I am small, I am nothing, this everything. Puja Swamiji used to give one example. He says small nose ring was there. Nose ring, oh yeah, nose ring, very small. And she has one complaint. I am very small because it is very small. And every time I has to suffer when cold comes. If person is cold, then who has to suffer? Only me. And this Bengal, everybody asks, oh, your Bengal is very beautiful. Nobody noticed me. Same way, he says somebody asked, this ring's shape is nice, something is nice. Nobody is noticing me. Even earrings people used to say, and they say, oh, good earrings. Even this chain, people used to say, very good chain, everything is very nice. Nobody has asked, oh, very nice nose ring. So nobody is noticing. So she underwent depression. Swamiji said, always she cannot come out from the depression. Then one guru has come, like some guru. He says, I can tell you the truth of you. Then Swamiji's story goes more and more. He says somebody asked a Bengal, this Bengal, are you satisfied? The banker says, no, I'm not satisfied. Because whenever these vessels have to wash, so even I have to wash with these beggars. So every time the declination comes to me only. Nobody is noticing I'm old Bengal, but still that lady keep on washing their clothes and their vessels. So I am also, going out. Then everybody has their own complaint. Then one guru has come, and particularly to this nose ring, that guru has said, what is the truth of you? She says, no. Then say, you are the gold. The nose ring is only form, and this only is a shape, but the reality of you is nothing but gold. And you have to understand these bangles, even these earrings, this ring are nothing but gold only. They have given different name, different shapes, but reality of you is nothing. All of them also gold. So at every level, the reality is what? Gold only. Then that nose ring, whatever complaints for this bangles, this chain, it has gone. She understands even this bangle is big, but still me only. Even this chain is very big, still is me only. Same earring, same ring. Same way happened to this granny. Nothing else. Generally, Jiva thinks I am small. Nobody is caring me. Nobody is giving any attention to me. I am very small. Then Guru comes in the form of Upanishad Upadesha. He says, you are not body, mind, sense complex. You are all pervading jiva. You are all pervading consciousness. Even who are surrounding you, in the name of different jiva, different shape, different form, different, all are nothing but consciousness only. If this knowledge goes in that person sees everything. Ishvara only in different name, different shape. Only by this knowledge, our fear will go, our Venus inferiority complex will go, then we can live. And then also, you are ajaha, you are amara. Ajaha means you are not going to birth. There is a no birth for you, no death for you. So all our tension regarding this body will die, what will happen? This all conflict will go, and mind knows I am not this through mind that Gnani knows I am all pervading consciousness. This knowledge help us to go in depression. This knowledge help us to have any type of conflict. There is a no fear. This is only happens in Gnani's mind. Still, that person has to live in Vyahavarik Satta, and in Vyahavarik Satta, still this body will continue, this Jiva will continue, and this Jagat is there, Ishvara will continue. So, somebody Vedanti says, if we know Jiva Ishwar Ekyam, we need not to pray. This is a wrong thing. Because in this body, still Jiva is Jiva, Ishvara is Ishvara. We have to pray. Because we don't know unknowingly some unhealthy thought may come in our mind. So that's why we need Ishvara's grace all the time. This is only understanding. I am not body, mind, sense complex. My reality is Paramarthik Satya. This is the only understanding. With this understanding, we have to live with all these people who are ignorant. By our knowledge, they want improvement in themselves. They will remain as it is, but they won't affect us. The only benefit of self-knowledge is nothing will touch us. Whatever is happening, they are only creating problem for this body, but I know this is not good. So, at emotional level, mental level, Nani doesn't have any problem. This is only benefit of Atmagnan. That's why if you have noticed Sthita Pragna, Lakshana, there is no any, how they are looking, there is no description. Actually, Arjuna has asked Gnani how they sit, how they walk, how they eat. Bhagavan has given only how their mind thinks, nothing else. दुखेषु अनुद्विग्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतराग भयक्रोधः स्थितधीमनि उच्यते. So he doesn't have any krodha, he doesn't have any lobha. He always keep balance in sukha dukkha. This is the traits of Gnani. The all traits of Gnani, there is no physical, only understanding. That's why we have to, because we have to real in Vyavarik Satta, empirical reality. That's why Jiva is Jiva and Ishvara is Ishvara. You people, you don't know, but there are many Vedantis I have seen. They used to say, after study Upanishad, there is no need of any deities, means any murti, any vigraha. We have Gnana. It is wrong thing. That's why I'm saying. And this Ishvara, for purification of mind, we need Ishvara. Without purification of mind, we can have not Atmagnan. So our mind should be pure, and how mind can be pure without Ishvara is not possible. That's why for purification of mind, we need Ishvara. Even after Atmagnanam also, Shankaracharya ji has created all four mathas. In every matha, he asks each Shankaracharya, the puja should be continued. Why? So it will give the message, if Atmagnani performs puja, then we should also perform puja. So puja is the must. We may say Parayanam, we may even mental, but we should relate with Ishvara. In this Vyavaharik Satta, there is no, we say, excuse in this. And I like one day Lord Rama has asked Hanumanji, what is the relationship between you and me? Hanumanji has given this answer. If we are Gnani, still we have to keep this answer in mind. He is giving the answer to Lord Rama. He says, Deha Drashtya Dasoha Aham. When I think I am this body, at that time I think I am your servant. Dasa means servant. So Deha Buddhya, Deha Drashtya Dasaha Aham. I am your servant, O Lord Rama. If somebody says you are Jiva, at a subtle body, then I can say, Jiva Drashtya, I am your part. Amsha means I am your part. I am not separate from you. I am your part. Tvat Anshaka, I am your part. Jiva Drashtya. But when I think at ultimate level, so Atma Buddhya, Tvam Eva Aham. But when I think of ultimate level, I know you is me only. There is no difference between me and you. Iti me nishchitamati. I am 100% confident there is no change in it. So we are living in this world. So when we consider I am a stool sharira, then we have to consider I am a servant of Ishwara. If we think I am a jiva, then we have to think I am your amsha, partner. Then we think, then we can tell Ishvara, how can I separate from you? You are me, both are one and same. In this way, we have to pass our life. This is the understanding. We cannot bypass Ishvara. Again, I think so. We should not. There is only 5 minutes now. I would like to show you something. If I can show you, I cannot now move forward. Stephen Hawkins, you might have heard the name. Ah, this is, he has given the map of our mind. He says we have three layers in our mind: conscious level, subconscious level, and unconscious level. And now you see how much unconscious level is big. Unconscious level means we don't know what is sitting inside. So unconscious level is too big, conscious level is this much, and this is, and what are sitting in all this, you also shared, if I can little bit big, but it will be, is not good. So in conscious level, only thoughts and perception, nothing else. If I see, oh, this is Devi is sitting, this is called perception. So through five sense organs, whatever gnana is called perception at conscious level. But in subconscious level, all memories are there. Everything memories and stored knowledge, whatever we have, it's always stored in a subconscious mind. And what is in unconscious, so they have given fears, violent motives, which cannot share with anyone. Even irrational wishes, immoral urges, shameful experience, selfish need, all are in our unconscious. And we don't know how to take care of this. And these are very big. So what we should do? We can tell Ishvara, I have offered my unconscious to you. We don't know what is sitting inside. That's why it's called unconscious. And that's why we need, even after Gnana, unconscious will remain. So what should we do? We can offer. And still one more is there. This is the human mind, they say. Again, only 10% conscious. 50 to 60% is a subconscious, and unconscious is also 30 to 40. So this is only we can access more and more subconscious. Unconscious, we don't know. But nobody can access what is unconscious. What is sitting inside the unconscious, even scientists doesn't have access. Because that person has to go in regression. Generally in regression, they come out. But generally they won't say. They only say for this birth. And there are many past storages of it is given. It is by Paul Brunton. No? What's the name? I have that book and I read also. And one more they have given. One more picture. Mm. Everything is working slowly, slowly. This is the same thing. So in conscious mind, only 12%. In only things, plans, analysis, short-term memory, willpower. But in subconscious mind, involuntary, because we don't know how to take care of our respiratory, digestive, everything is taken care by subconscious. Belief, values, habits, long-term memories, intuition, creativity, dreams, prospective, responsive, even beliefs, value, habits, emotions, feelings, everything is subconscious. So this is the all, our mind. And we don't know how much we know about our mind. Better we can offer the mind. Why should we have trouble? Let it be. Whatever is there, we can offer Bhagavan. If you are accepting everything, except my mind also, everything is over. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om